So this is my new 75 sculpt. I just got done doing the latex. This is not a very good pole. This is kind of a test pole. I just wanted to see what it looked like. The latex that I have is bad. So, but yeah. So this is a sculpt that I've been working on for the past, it's been a while, say good 7-8 months. Derives from my other sculpt. That's how I got it back into clay, but I changed a ton, and I worked on it and worked on it and worked on it until I felt like I had some key things done. So one of the biggest things that I aimed at is I wanted, you can see the slant in the back of the head. Another thing is I wanted this. If you look at the real Kirks, they seem like they have a flatness here, but it is at a slant here. You don't see that on a lot of masks, in my personal opinion. Some do have it. A lot of masks are straight across, or they have a more rounded head up top. But as you can see, mine kind of slants back. I cut the slit too big in the back. It probably only needs to go up to about right in here. I have it cut up in here somewhere, so it makes it even bigger. It's already a big mask. I'd say 24 or better, but I did cut it too deep. Everything is, nothing is perfect. This is hand sculpted by me, so I wouldn't say anything's an exact match to the real replica, or to the real Kirk, I'm sorry, but I wanted to do my best at providing something that gives somewhat real vibes, but yet is hand done. I worked my ass off on this thing. It looks really, so depending on how the light hits it, it gives different effects than if you just have a light straight on it. I'm not a professional. I agree, mine does look better with a light above the top of it. It gives the features that everybody looks for. When you take pictures of it with the whole thing lit up, like say the sun is shining on it this way, it just looks how it does. It just kind of looks like a face. But when you get it under the light, you start to see these shadows and all the things that we want to be seen in the Kirk. I got the UV in the head. It's not deep. It doesn't come out a lot. I feel like I overdid the lines in the forehead, but it works. It's not too crazy bad. The eyes, I think, were a huge fix for me. I finally got them sort of right. They're probably not 100% accurate, but they do look really good. I just got key points in places, and I think a lot of the things that I did before is I came down too much. This goes almost straight across, and then it has its peaks, but I gave it a little bit of unibrow detail. It's not a lot. You know, and then I gave it a little bit of lip detail. And I think one thing that really works for me is that the mouth is super hard. Like, I can't even exaggerate how hard the mouth is. I kind of got it flared up a little bit here, but yet it's kind of straight across here. And another big thing is how you do these underlips. Those are really huge pieces to the puzzle. But it's not bad. It's not perfect, but it works for me. You know, I tried getting the jawline just right, to how I kind of see it, but it is a pretty cool looking mask. Maybe it looks cooler because it has its flaws, I don't know. I think this line I did sculpt in. This one I'm not 100%, but I did do another side to it, so that could be it. I don't know. I don't think this is supposed to be there, but like I said, it just, all these little nuances just kind of grab it and make it look unique in its own way. Another thing that I think I did was the hair line is really good. In my personal opinion, I like it a ton, and I did do something different on it. I won't really disclose it here, but I do like what I did, and I feel like those small adjustments really kind of really hit home. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to throw this on here, kind of see. I'm very happy with it. It has several different looks. From pulling it out of the thing, you know, pulling it out of the mold and then having it completely blank, and then seeing it sit here with hair, some paint. The paint's not the best. I just threw some paint on it. I sponge painted it. I didn't airbrush it. It's basically hand painted. It is not perfect by any means, but like I said, this is a test pull. You know, the latex has too many bumps in it, and it just wasn't working. There's that side view, but see it. I like it. How you can see how the forehead slants when it's got its thing there. But yeah, see, you can see here is it's not a very thick pull, it's a thin pull. But I was anxious to get it out. This isn't the reason. This is more thickness than anything. I didn't leave it dwelling for very long, so it is not, you know, thick by any means. But the mouth is closed on this copy. But yeah, I am super stoked at what I was given. Just kind of mind blown off of it, to be honest, super honest with you. The hair just really gave it a different look. Kind of looks creepy. Really does. But yeah, this is sculpted from, I say ground up because the first one I did is a ground up. This is basically a retool, but it comes from a ground up sculpt, 100%, and I changed a shit ton of how it looks. I can't express how much I changed a lot. But yeah, appreciate you looking. I've been looking at this thing constantly besides my bedtime hours. It's really got a nice look to it. I can't wait to finish some copies in H1. I probably won't do a lot of H2 looks with it. I'll have to see how it stretches out in the nose area. I think it'll work, but it's just going to provide stuffing and, you know, stuff like that to make it look how it needs to look. It's not going to have that stretch to it right off the bat. But I mean, this thing under this light really has a crazy vibe to it. I really can't. I mean, it's really, really nice. It's really good. And I am a huge critic. I criticize myself the worst, as we all do. But I am giving myself props compared to my last two. My very first one I had, I got a lot of money invested in this stuff. This is not, you know, I kept climbing ladders. My very first sculpt, I went off a styrofoam head. I built it off of that, and it was extremely small. You don't get a lot of help in this hobby. It's sad to say, but it's very true on advice. Some people do reach out to help you. Some do not. Sometimes I am bad at criticism. Sometimes I am okay to listen to criticism. I guess it just depends on my day. I know that's not fair, but criticism is hard to take, and a lot of people don't reach out because of the criticism, or you battling back against them or whatever. But I get it both ways. Martin Pena, I think I said his name right, he reached out to me, and you know, I took offense a little bit, but then I listened, and we had some back and forth conversations. But he reached out and he put me on the right track, and I do thank him because my copy, my mask, is where it is today because of him. Who knows what I would have put out if I didn't go back and revisit the fundamentals of sculpting. Watching videos, he shared videos with me. But I do appreciate him reaching out. I appreciate the videos that he sent to me. It kind of got me back into the roots. Sometimes you need to revisit those because you think that you're doing it, and you know, you're not. But a lot of this came together after he shared what he shared, and I revisited a lot of things. Just the resculpting of the face in general, down the sides and stuff like that, that really came together after I talked to him, because I just shaved a lot down where I thought I was happy with, and reconstructed a lot of shit. So, but anyways, this is my sculpt. It is the I don't really have a name for it. I just called it the 75. I know a lot of people are going to be against that or whatever. It's just a 75. That's it. 75. But I do appreciate you watching my video. I am in love with this thing. So I pretty much showed you every angle of it. It's pretty good. Another thing that I hope it doesn't bite me. You know, I didn't clean a lot of this up just because it's a test pole. This thing, even though it's damaged in areas, it's still probably gonna sit on my shelf. Who knows if I'll even have another copy like this one. I don't know what the rest will bring me. But one thing that I do know is that I probably will not part with this test pole. It does have its unique style, and I really dig it. But yeah, definitely appreciate you watching my video. I shut up now and just, even though you've already seen it a lot, I'll come in and do some. The nose is huge. The nose is a big, the whole thing is a big deal, right? But there's key points in the nose that you just got to hit. There's key points in the mouth that you just got to hit, and the jaw, the jaw is huge. The jaw is huge. But I hope a lot of people end up liking my mask. I hope, you know, I can't tell you what I'm going to produce or anything like that. I might just, once I get some good latex, I might just do them as I do them and put them up for sale. Because when I take orders and stuff like that, it starts to get, you kind of get beat up on it, and then certain people want certain things, and I'm not really in that establishment yet of doing that. So I'll probably finish them up my style, whether they're Myers or whether they're Kirk, and just sell them on that key point of people wanting them, if anybody does want them. But anyways, this video is pretty long. I've done a lot of talking. Like I said, I worked areas of this. There's layers. You really don't see the layers unless you study it a lot. But there's areas that pop out more than others. But yeah, so the 75 is out. Peace. Hope you enjoyed.